gives a crap about your company.
I'm not here.
I wrote a few. Oh. So there's something that's been bugging me about our good old HR community, and I finally got to give my chance, my point of view. It's to do with words and the way we write, in particular the way we try to invite applications from the job-seeking crew. So what makes me qualified to give my thoughts is a fact I'll share with you in due course, and I hope proves I'm not talking out of my ass. Because as a TA manager, I need to inspire and reach people my company wants to hire and convince them to work in a business that sells gas. Now, gas ain't got that instant lure, refrigerant ain't that popular, so we have to work hard to make sure we appeal. Get attention is really tough, and candidates are bombarded with enough lame recruiter messages and spiel. We blame the job boards, say they're dead, claim it's hard to fill, tough times ahead, tell hiring managers we're in a talent war. We'll do anything to place the blame, yet our ads are so frickin' lame, when often blame lands at our front door. Well, I think the way we place our ads is lazy and it drives me mad. You all choose the same fucking word to excite, inspire, because you all look the same, generic and bland. Exciting you're not, it's a problem, and if you continue, you're gonna find it impossible to hire. See, people have much more choice these days, the market theirs, you must change your ways. Your ads, they reek of me, me, me. And when someone is reading, if they get that far, about how wonderful a business you really are, I'll tell you, nobody gives a crap about your company. It seems we're confused about what an ad should do. It should stir emotion, pull them closer to you, to make them think this ad was written just for me. So your Mimi ad and your cut and paste speaks volumes about where your interest is placed, and nobody gives a crap about your company. Your skills, responsibilities, duties and tasks ain't exciting to read, don't believe me, just ask. You're paying to showcase how dull you are. But I know that's not true, you can build great careers. Your lazy writing means you don't get their ear, and nobody gives a crap about your company. Your ads seem to think that you need to appeal to every single person, but let's just be real, we always go on about finding the right fit. So forget everyone and let's try to write for the one single person that we might delight. Stop writing about your company, nobody gives a shit. So I hope you're on board and you tend to agree that to all men and women we cannot be, and we have to get laser focused on who to attract. When we have them front and center of our mind, we visualize real people and stop being blind, which means it's easier to stop writing company crap. Now the starting place to change your ways is the intaking meeting, the job briefing phase, you and the manager sitting face to face. If you don't do this and you write ads blind, then how can you possibly have in mind the hire that you want to go and chase? Now the questions you ask are truly the key. They help us go way beyond the vacancy. You have to get right into the ideal candidate's head. Where are they now? How do they feel? What's their job missing? There's your appeal. Why will they consider joining us instead? Which of our problems will they help us solve? What does work look like month 0 to 12? All this helps bring the role to life. You're creating a story, one you can share, and repeating your process to show that you care, and your approach to a hire isn't the throw of a dice. What you're left with now is a wealth of stuff, far beyond the usual vacancy fluff, not a mention of how your company is ace. Instead, you've got rich content and word that sells, that reeks of challenge and propels your job ad into a totally different space. You need a hook, an opening shock, an attention grabber, something that rocks. I once got a complaint for mentioning beer in an ad. I got pulled to the side by RMD and he asked if the ad was written by me, and I smiled and his question made me feel glad. See, I believe that an ad should disrupt, should make people's ears prick right up and cause an emotion, otherwise what's the point? And I'm not suggesting you piss off folk, but the fact is those it appeals to most are most likely to be the kind of people you want to appoint. It's okay for an ad to put someone off. The goal isn't numbers, quality rocks. You want those to apply to whom your ad speaks. You'll know who they are, they'll go one better and mention your ad in their cover and letter and tell you at work their interest has been piqued. And I often find that they're more bought in and likely to ghost you or give you some spin about how they've changed their mind and want to withdraw. Because your hard work's been done, your trust, your hiring story all stacks up, your job opportunity feels like it offers much more. Your ad's still out from start to end, don't focus on company, try to pretend that your job is going to be the right one for all. Instead, you've been personal, made things more real, wrote your ad based on problems, they'll try and appeal to the right few, those who are engaged with your call. So I urge you, HR, go on, be more brave, banish dull ads to a deep, muddy grave, be more thoughtful about who you should delight. Think creative, tell stories, bring jobs to life, sharpen your words like the edge of a knife, and don't ever use the fucking word excite.